6, a helping hand with your land.
Neil from Essex here. We had the opportunity to have a bunch of current competitive models on our lot, and it presented an opportunity to go around and do some videos on them. Now, we need to prefix this with saying that talking down another competitor's equipment is not a way that we typically like to see business and sales transactions done. Generally, we're of the opinion that our dealership, our experience, the products that we sell can stand on their own without having to talk down about other products. But unfortunately anymore, we find a lot of customers developing opinions about things through YouTube videos that may be really based upon half-truths. So while we had this product here on hand, we wanted to take the opportunity to walk around and do a video of our own and try to show how some of those comparisons are made in dishonest ways, and also make an attempt to make our own comparisons and maybe do it a little bit more honestly than what you typically would find. So take a quick look here at this video and let us know down in the comments how we did. We're going to have a short talk about one of the most divisive topics in the tractor community: twin touch pedals versus a treadle pedal. John Deere's marketing campaigns for many years have very loudly trumpeted the superiority of their twin touch pedals. And I'm here to tell you that most of the preferences on these things are clearly simply preferences. There's not one system of pedals on the floor that is dramatically better than the other. Kubota really has two different pedal designs, and this is the older style of the two. It's one single pedal that you use for both forward and reverse. I wear a size 11 shoe to give you an idea of how this fits for me, and I tend to prefer this style of pedal. And again, that is my preference. Somebody else might feel very differently about that, but I prefer it because I like to press forward to go forward and press backwards to go backwards. You can work this pedal in a lot of different ways. You can do it toe heel style. Some guys will also rest their entire foot on top of the pedal and rock back and forth. Or some other guys will even press with their toe, and when they want to go in reverse, slide their toe underneath the pedal and lift upwards. So there's really three different ways that you can position your foot on this pedal in order to operate the tractor. The design chosen by several other tractor companies is the twin pedal design, one for forward and one for reverse. The thing that's always been a little bit weird for me about this, personally, and again, my preference, is I find it very odd to press forward on a pedal to go backwards, particularly when I'm turning around and facing behind the machine. Another thing that's a little bit different too is these are typically sold as automotive style, but the pedals are in the reverse position that they should be to really be that way. Where the gas pedal would be in your car is actually reverse, and where the brake would be is actually forward. The one thing this does achieve is a little bit cleaner space on the platform. I have a little bit more room down here to put my feet. So we do have to give the twin pedal design a little bit of an edge there for just simply having a cleaner platform. One thing I don't care for on this electronic variation of the two pedal design is that there's a lot of free play in these pedals before the sensors start to pick up the pedal movement. And that is a little bit different than the Kubotas that I've been on that I haven't noticed that free play before. So if you take a quick look here with me, we're going to start the tractor up. And as I step down on the pedal, I'm going to move quite a bit. See, I've got that much free play right here where the tractor is doing nothing. And I've got the same, actually a little bit less going in reverse. So somebody could tell me if this is out of adjustment or if this is normal, but there's quite a bit of free play here. And what that was causing me to do when I was on here before was I would press, and I'd be pushing my foot through the free play, and then all of a sudden I'm going a lot faster than I wanted to go. So again, it could be that these are out of adjustment in some manner, but if that's reality for most people, that I find pretty undesirable. Kubota's newest HST Plus tractors have another pedal option. These are a little bit more modern treadle pedal design, kind of giving you many of the same options that you have on the mechanical pedal, where you can go forward with your toe, reverse right here with your toe, you can straddle the entire pedal back and forth, or you can slide your toe underneath and lift for reverse. I typically find myself doing this, forward with my toe and reverse underneath, but different people seem to do this differently depending on what's most comfortable for them. And again, these are personal preferences. One way is not necessarily better than the other. Another real pet peeve of mine when it comes to hydrostatic transmissions in these tractors are all the funny names that are made up for features. John Deere has things like e-hydro and motion match and whatever screwy name they decide to come up with next week, right? They're masters of marketing and masters of making you think that they've come up with something new. In reality, these two tractors have exactly the same transmission features. Kubota does offer two things that Deere has not incorporated yet. One is the power up button on your loader stick to raise your engine RPMs when you go into a loader application. And the more important one is hydro dual speed, which gives an extra range selection in your transmission options that the computer can shift on the fly. So when you go into a pile of dirt, the tractor can drop down into a lower range. That's something that only New Holland has ever offered on a tractor before, and they did that 10 or 15 years ago, and that feature's not in their product line anymore. So today, Kubota is the only company offering that hydro dual speed option, which from my experience is really worth watching. And we've done more studies and videos on exactly how all those transmission features work. So if you haven't gathered, I'm a little frustrated with John Deere acting like a politician, trying to slice us all up into little subgroups, trying to appeal to us that their way is the only way forward. The pedal issue is absolutely nothing more than an issue of personal preference. Really, to find out what's best for you is to go out to your local dealer, get a set of keys, and drive all these tractors around and find which one is the most comfortable for you. If we can help you through that process, give us a call at Messick's. We're available at 800-222-3373 or online at messick's.com.